Good morning, Art-Alchemy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Woo! We made it. So I've been wanting to do this process video for over an hour. Today is Sunday for me, but for you guys it's Monday. I'm on spring breaks finally, but not for, that's why you're watching this video a day later, not for I won't have school for a week, but then on Wednesday I have to still go, which I'm attending when you're watching this video, my pre-internship and like my school site. So I'll be there 3 days. Wednesday is a minimum day, but I'll still be there planning and stuff like that for when I come back. When I come back is go time, you guys, from the 31st to the 31st of March to the 30th. It is go time. The only good thing that since I'm on 3 different spring breaks, so this week no school online, thankfully, and then halfway through the week I come off, the school site. So those are my regular 3 days anyway. So for me it's like a normal week almost. And then all I have left is 2 days from my substitution, my school district, but I think I'm only gonna attend one. The Friday I think I'm gonna take it off and do some other things, and then I'm thinking I'm going to Hawaii, you guys. So if I do, you're gonna know, because I'll show you guys on a short here. But I think yeah, I want to do 3 full days, from 3 to 5 days. I don't think 5 is feasible. If I go, it will be not this week coming up, this week that you're watching this, but the following. The fairies are telling me, the leprechauns, to go. I had a fairy class for you 2 days ago, and it was like magical. You'll see, we're gonna do some art of that here. I already pre-prepared, that's why I said I should have been doing, but I'm gonna show you some things. First of all, this is the Art-Alchemy synthesis paper. I got this from Jerry Arama, and it was under $5 for 10 sheets, and it's very similar to what I think it's Yupo, but Yupo is so expensive. And it's synthetic multimedia designed for watercolors, alcohol ink, acrylic paint, pastel, graphite, charcoal, and silk screen. 5x7. I bought it years ago and then I lost it. And look, I made this, like, I think I showed you guys on the paper, but I don't remember. But this is actually acrylic ink, and I love the way it showed up. Now I want to do it again, but instead of using water, I want to use alcohol. And see, it did take overnight to and it doesn't see through. Look at that. It did take overnight, and I like the way, because it's kind of like a silky. So this I bought years ago, and I'm gonna buy a bigger pad because I think it's a good substitution instead of the Yugo. I don't know how much is it now, but I'm gonna look it up. Art-Alchemy, they've done a lot of good things. This is from Jerry's brand, and it's soft, you guys. And because I have a lot of acrylic inks, as you know, and I like doing this type of thing. And I want to do one with the watercolor inks, because they're, from Dr. P.H. Martin. So I thought, because this is like really pretty, and I really enjoy this. I do this is the type of work I do when I'm busy, so I want to just like do something. But I thought I'd let you guys know. Also, remember this, the Canson Monvo. I actually was drawn to sketch on it, so I actually finished it just by sketching. Remember, you guys saw me do this, I think, in one of my older videos for February, and then I did a bunch of like other things. I don't know, I was feeling it. Look, I had opened back then like a strawberry preserve jam, and I just kind of put different handles. I didn't use a template or anything. It was just straight out drawing, like what I was feeling. This came out really nice. And this was like the exercise, because I haven't done this heavy drawing in years, since I left drawing for beginners. And I do this a lot, and I don't know if you've seen it in a lot of my work. I do it with paint, but I thought it looked pretty cool, like the inside of a like a shell almost. So like, yeah, I was just playing around. Look at that day I was eating rich crackers, or where I was substituting, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna draw it. And I did. I think it came out pretty good, huh? It looks like a cracker. So that's why I said, I was like, oh, rich cracker. Oh my god, this one took me a while and I messed up. And then I was like, you know what, it's just a drawing exercise. Like, that's why I'm showing you this, because I'm gonna put gouache and watercolor on some of them. This is really thick paper, and you could take them off. I really did like this little sketchbook for this reason. And yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I like the overlap. I want to do, this is kind of like an idea book of like templates. So yeah, and this one, look at this. This is from my garden. The, what do you guys call it in English? Kaya lily, but in Spanish it's like it's another type of name. So yeah, it's been blooming on my garden. So I was like, oh, let me do it. And like I said, I just did it all through my own imagination. I did not use any templates or anything. This was a day I was eating, like I was carving down a lemon, and I was like, oh, let me do it. And look at, I think it's so cute. So I was like, you know, this I'm gonna make in a bigger, because I want to make like a citrus, but probably be in the like late spring for the colors. And I've been wanting to do this. I did a long time ago an orange one, because we have oranges. This I messed up. So you see what I'm saying? Like, can you tell that I messed up? I actually was gonna draw my hand, and then the finger here came out like really weird. So I was like, screw it. See, you can still see the hand. That's why I said some of these are gonna use like gouache. So guess what I did? I was like, let me just like draw a flower on top, and just like, and pretend like it's like background, and I'm just gonna scribble. You guys, I've been into scribbling, and it actually turned out well. You could see it this way, you could see it this way, you could see it this way, but I like it. So I think that's the last one. So yeah, this was a really good exercise, and I'm gonna try, this is see, I even put practicing sketching. So the Manval watercolor paper, and like I said, it's quite thick. It says here that it takes a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I just use straight out and this one I did it with you guys remember, with one of my fountain pens. I seem to have like a similar thing, but yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know. I finished it like 2 weeks ago. This one, I wanted to show you this because since the last time you guys saw it, and this is the hot press. I do like it a lot. Since you guys saw it, this is, I showed it to you guys when it was in the very beginning stages. Now that it's dry, I was gonna put, what do you guys think if I put like a light Dr. P.H. Martin of the really light tech color on the background? Just like a different, like a light blue or something like that. I'm not sure, like let me know what your thoughts are, because I never did, because as you can see, it's splattered a little bit. So I just kind of let it, but the Dr. P.H. Martin is permanent, and it won't. This is permanent as well. This is acrylic ink, and this was a trial period for this, and I love the way it came out. I'm gonna do definitely. That's why I said like I'm really into acrylic inks, you guys. Not so much acrylic, but acrylic inks are like. But I use acrylic on top because the acrylic ink is less. It's more transparent than anything. But this is finished. I put it as finished. That's why I said the only thing, let me know if you want me to put like a, if you think it'll look good, like a really light the color in the background, like from Dr. P.H. Martin. It would have to be the drawing one, because that's the one that has like a watercolory effect, and it's, once it dries, it's permanent. The drawing inks that I have, just like a really light one, so it won't but it's so pretty. So I took it to Oceanside. Do you guys remember that? I took this, and the guy, when I show it, so when you last saw it, which I don't know, I think it was a couple months ago, I think I did this exercise, and then, oh, you guys might have not seen it in the beginning stage. I think I showed it to Fam and some other people. I don't remember if I showed it to you guys. in the beginning stage. So all of this stuff was added. It was added. Sorry about that. If you hear something, it's people coming. So as I was saying, yeah, it was in the beginning stages. So since then, I took it to Oceanside, and because it was permanent, it was already dry, so we could mimic like I was working on it. So I did take my acrylic stuff, and I started doing this, like not that was already in there, just the ink itself was there, and the frame, the way, and all this stuff was added when I was there. So when I came back and I got better, remember I said, I looked at it with with fresh eyes, because the guy, you'll see it, my pictures are coming up. I should have them before the end of the month, so they're gonna be shown on my show. I probably will show them on here on a post, but they will be on a very great post in Instagram. So the young man, who's an artist as well, he was kind of late, like when I was in my second shoot, because I did 2 shoots, 2 different shoots for me on my own. So they brought him over, and every time I showed him that, because they were like, tell him about your art and all this stuff, they wanted us to look normal. Every time I told him about it, he kept telling me that it looked like a butterfly, and I was showing him I was telling him the process, how did it came about, that I actually was just playing around and all that, had done all this stuff, and he was like, it looks like a butterfly, it looks like a butterfly. In my mind, I'm like, well, if you look at it closer, which I'll show you guys closer around here, you could see that it has like on the outside looks like a butterfly. I would agree. But I'm like, inside, look, what does it look like? It has roses and stuff like that. Then he was like, oh yeah, I do see those. And then because he was so keen on telling me it looks like a butterfly, it looks like a butterfly. And up to that time he told me, to me it didn't. So guess what I did when I came back? I have this acrylic Sanalia ink, the ones that, the dots, and I've been doing dots, and I've been doing scribbles. You're gonna see the scribbles today as well, like crazy. I don't know what it is. So when I dot it, I'm like, perfect. I'm like, I don't think it needs anything else. And then I just added this little tail for him, because I was gonna do the little ants thing, like the little, but I was like, you know what, it looks like kind of like, you know, those butterflies that they're like, they have like eyes around, I don't know what they're called, moths, kind of. It kind of gave me that look after I've done that. I was gonna trace around black, just like to showcase there, but then it's on here, it's so far on the edge that I'm like, I don't know, you know what, I'm kind of happy like this. And I showed it to Fam, and she really liked it. But the only thing I want to do is that background, because I know it's not gonna mix with this, because this stuff is permanent, but I want to do more of this. But yeah, this is how this came about. So I just wanted to show you guys, tell you guys the story, and show you guys that final result. Now this is all the fun stuff. Remember this, the hand and the watercolors? I'm still kind of working through it, and I'll tell you that, do buy this 14 sheet. It is worth it. It takes a beating, you guys. And look at this, was with my, I do believe this was the new watercolors, which I need to do an exercise in one of my hot press, the new ones, the harmonica, you know what I'm talking about, the Kusasabe harmonica. I don't know why the Kusasabe, only harmonica stood in my head, but this is all the paint, the extra paint that PJ was telling me about. Yeah, it came, a lot of it went on here, and I liked it, so I kind of framed it. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I might just go around at some point with just like very light, but I do like it. I did notice that one of the sparkle, it does sparkle, so it sparkled all over. I also use this one, it's a really thick one, and I used 3 different. I used watercolor, I used this, what you see is acrylic markers, and I think I wanted to use gouache, but I didn't use it, and I just kind of doodled, and I was like, oh, you know what, this was Friday. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I kind of do like that. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And this shape, I just kind of like brought it out, like, because it looked to me like a building. But it like, you know how the buildings have like roses and stuff. Sometimes the businesses and all stuff. Well, in California they do, but I don't know if anywhere else. So it's and it's thick. It takes a beating. And this one, you guys, what do you see? Look at that. I was playing with inks and it wouldn't dry. So it was late at night, so I grabbed a pencil. The pencil that PJ gave me, it has different colors. It's like 6 colors in one pencil. So I moved around the paint and it was like 3 different colors. See, it's like a yellow, like a magenta and all this stuff. The magenta, you can't see it anymore, but I don't know if I want to paint over this, but I really did like this. You're gonna see this more. I'm gonna show it on here what I did and how but you need a pencil that has different colors, because that's what you're seeing, and it looks like it's hair, but it's not. It's actually those pencil marks I scribbled. These are the scribbles. I was scribbling thinking that it were not gonna show, so I could move the paint, and when I dried and it came back, I'm like, you guys, I could see a man's, you know, pee-pee right here. Yeah, and I since you guys saw it, I'm gonna do the black frame on the outside just to like keep it, and I want to keep this. But yeah, it was really fun. This was actually really fun. It was Thursday when I did this. I don't remember the watercolors that I did. I think, oh yeah, I do remember. They're the new Aquarius ones that I have, and I like the way they kind of splatter. So I just, when they dry, I just kind of went around and just like doodle. I made this, and it was kind of cool. And the black that you see is acrylic marker. I don't know if I want to doodle more on it, but yeah, I did like, it's a really good exercise, and I like doing this type of exercise, so I thought I'll let you guys know. Now this I really like. This is 100% cotton mixed media. You guys should really like, I really like it. I don't like it for watercolor because I feel like it's thin, but I do like it for gouache and definitely for acrylic ink and acrylic. Remember, I did this over the winter and I really like this effect. Really liked it. This one too. This one, it was kind of like, I don't know, the exercise, but yeah, I mean, I'll have to do it again. This one I absolutely love doing. I just pour so much of it, and it just, when it dry, it almost created a paint. I want to do this like an actual painting, just like this. That's how much, like, look at those colors and like how they come out, but how dark in the back. And this one was a exercise that I did for New Year's. This one, some of them you have seen, and I'm showing you this because of you didn't see. I did this for LA. I just felt like the fires, and I just kind of like, yeah. So this is very landscapey. I realize that now. I might just doodle here like California stuff in black, but yeah, this is for LA. That's what I was feeling. This was like extra, and then I made it very Valentine-y. I like all these effects that came out, so nice. And this one also came about because it was just kind of like I was just putting paint on there, so it was kind of nice. I wish I brought with white more. I'm probably just gonna like paint with white acrylic so it could come out, but I like this little effect. I think I had shoved something on there and stuff. This is new, so this is kind of like all this stuff. These were roses that I had done for some exercise, I think, and then I didn't really like them, and then I actually did this weekend where I put like all this acrylic ink, and then I squished it. And sorry guys. Okay, and yeah, so I like the effect. See how when it dries, it like gives you all these effects, and I really like that. I'm really into that. This actually you have not seen. I just did this. I did this with last week, I think. Yeah, because I filmed the Winsor Newton video a week ago. For you guys, last Saturday or the week before that. I think it was the week before that because I didn't film anything because I was busy. So something like that. But I did this beautiful exercise that I did with Winsor Newton. I think I had a watercolor on the bottom. Okay, sorry about that. I'm telling you, these people that live over here, they all want to do the same thing at the same time. That's crazy. Anyway, so I wanted to show you guys that on here, and I'm gonna hurry up because I've been 20 minutes just telling you guys about my process. This is a process video, by the way. So yeah, this is the Winsor & Newton, and I do like these. That's too bad they're a little bit pricey. They're transparent, actually. I do love their designer squash. So this is what you see. They're very vibrant. They almost look like watercolors, don't they? But they're not as thick as the other one, but they're super vibrant. I don't know why people knocked them down. They did well here, and this is 100% cotton. They did excellent, and I'm telling you, this I layer it on top of this green that you see is because I was gonna do something else, something St. Patty Day, and then I was like, you know what, F it. I'm just gonna do this, use this designer squash. But this, yeah, so in case you were wondering, I don't know why people are just like, I don't know, they are a good brand. They are a legacy brand. Winsor is a legacy brand for something. People will disagree with me because they send their stuff to China, but in my view, they're right behind Karen Dosh, where all their products that they put out, they put their best work in it. Even though a lot of people or nowadays artists might disagree with me, but so far my experience with Winsor & Newton has been excellent, and I do have a couple of student grade items, including a tube that I never opened, and I give that away to a friend of mine that she was insisting that she was not good in watercolors, and she figured out that the tube and the other one and the tubes are, much better. They work more like acrylic. So yeah, this is exercise that I did, and then I'm gonna do more. I really like this book. This is a soft cover. This is the Strathmore 100% cotton mixed media. And people knock it out, but honestly, like, they sell it at Michael's and stuff. So if you can get it at Michael's, I got it for free, remember? Because I had so many canvases that I had bought. And look you could see that I use it quite a bit. I had credits, and then I had a coupon, so I got it for free. But it is like a cream color. It's not like white. But don't use it as a sketchbook. I use it like a paint sketchbook. Like some of these paintings you're gonna see, like this one, you're gonna see in like a real canvas painting. It's kind of and then like this, I tend not to do it on the back for that reason, but this one I just couldn't help it. But this one is actually like a real exercise, but it's like, and this one is too, but it's okay. Like I do see myself doing this painting without like this little band, just like more up and just leave like the background. I do even like the green effect and like the sunflowers on water, stuff like that. But we're gonna do a process video, believe it or not. So we're gonna use some of these beam paints, and we're going to, these I had them for a while, for almost 2 years. So not last spring, but the spring before that. But and then we're gonna use them like stencils. So I do have these 2 stencils. So this one that I got when last time I was at the art with this lady, and I grabbed one. It's a leaf, where we're gonna make it in form of a flower. And then this beautiful, this is actually a bear. And I thought it was super cute. So we're gonna put it on here, but this is an exercise that I just recently learned, and it's not from me. The person, it's posted on this channels. So I recently did this, and this is Paul Rubin glitter. You can see that glitter. And I didn't see, I messed up there, and it took acrylic really well. And I was like, you know what? I do like the background. I don't want to. This is Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolor. They're really intense. And so I cut it in half. So we're going to do it as postcards. So what we're going to do is, first, which one do we want to do first? This one, right? So this one, we're going to post a little bear. So I'm not going to trace it. Rather, we're going to use paint. So where do you think this little bear? I think here, no? And then we're going to do like another one. Like another little figure thing. And it's like kind of like that, right? This one looks cool, huh? As well. But I like this. So this was behind it. So like I said, and we're going to use some beam paints, acrylic, because I don't want to cover the background completely. I want to rather give it a different look, rather. So we're going to, I was trying to find I don't know what I did with so we're going to use this medium brush. Remember, I'm so into medium. This is a really good brush. I've never had this like this size. It's long. It almost feels like an oil. So we're going here. I don't want to ruin this. So let me just use from here. Well, I'm just going to use here. I know where we're going to use this one. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so I laid it down. I see where, like I said, we don't want to cover it. So the lady said you could make your own stencils from like paper. So this one is paper, and that's okay, because like I see how this beam paints, I really did like them, you guys, from Median. I'm so happy I had gotten that whole thing, because yeah, and they're non-toxic. So I do like these. I'm gonna buy bigger tubes of these. They're having a sale actually, of these beam paint. See how I'm not really covering it, rather I'm just kind of like ta-da, look at that. And then I could go over it with with acrylic. So I want to do this little top here with the rest of the paint. So this little, kind of like a half. So see, yeah, oh, so cool, look at that. And then I could just do the little head in there. So yeah, like that is the thing behind it, and almost like a watercolor effect. I really like this technique, you guys. So I think I want to do something else there, but let me see. So give it a different look. So I want to do, there's also these little things that I have that I've been wanting. So maybe this little rose thing that I want to, oh no, that's too big. So something, okay, I put a little bit of like another type of paint so I could kind of contrast it. I didn't put like any stencil. I just kind of want to just give it a little bit of contrast. I'm really, see how the beam paint, it's like very glittery, so it's not gonna cover, like it's not going to cover, which is, if you want to cover it, fine. I don't. I just kind of wanted to give it like a different look. Now I have this other one This is actually regular, so I'm gonna mix it a little bit. Yeah, this will work. So see how, and with your brush, this is how I learned to paint with acrylic. See how this one is more opaque? So I'm just gonna kind of go around and make this like rosy effect, because that I did want it to cover, but I also wanted to give it a different look. So see how that works? Ta-da! You see that? And I'm gonna outline the bear, but I'm gonna wait until it dries. It's not dry yet, but I just wanted to tell you guys that something that I learned this week. And you could also kind of go like that with the leftovers. Sponges work amazing. I don't have one on hand because I gave them away, but I have some other little spongy thing. And then I'm gonna do something else with you guys on here, so let me pause this. Okay, and I really hope this video doesn't cut off, like make it into parts on its own. So I had this beautiful background that I had created, the background, and I was like, oh my gosh, you see how I said I'm into scribbles? I'm really into scribbles. I don't know why, what's the reason. If somebody knows, please let me know. I got these, I didn't draw them. The only thing I drew was this, which I'm gonna show you how I did that. It's a little cauldron, and this is for St. Patty's. These are all the stencils that I got from like these, and then I just added the details. So you're more than welcome to do your own, like the little, even the little this. So on another video we're going to paint these, because I want to paint them all and then give it away. So this is how, this is how I did this little cauldron. So I had the little space, so I was like, okay, let me just go like that and just go like that, right? And that's kind of what I did, just, and then all I did was kind of make this little effect, kind of go like that, and I was like, oh, okay, so it will connect. And then from here I just kind of went like this and then created the lip to make it, you know, 3D, and it's not perfect, just, and then I just kind of went like that, and then don't stop, because you wanna to have that dimension, right? So that's why I said don't stop. And that's it. That's all I did with this little beautiful cauldron. It looks vintagey to me. I love this Pentel Tragito pen, black pen, and it's waterproof. It has been amazing. It's still $6 at Amazon, so get it if you don't get it, like, because this is what I did my drawings as well for the Canson model that you guys saw. And like I said, this is kind of like I'm gonna do more stuff here, but before I go, I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I already did this. I'm gonna put gouache, the Winsor & Newton. I'm not gonna put gouache on everything because I'm only gonna go around, because I want this and this to pop, because I want the stuff to pop. But I do like the watercolor effect on and sometimes I do backgrounds and I don't know what to do with them. I put them away, and like a day-to-day, boom, St. Patty's. So, and I'm just gonna put, see this, amazing. And this, the nib is actually metal. I love putting